Hey, what's up, parents and or guardians? It's Mr. Fisher coming at you from my awesome home studio, also known as my guest bedroom. And welcome to the 2020 virtual open house. This is weird, awkward, a little bit awkward maybe. But, I'm used to being awkward, so it's one of my gifts, I guess. At any rate, usually I really enjoy this time, getting together and getting to meet you and find out a little bit about your kids and who you are and who your families are and stuff. But that's just not in the cards for this year. So it is what it is. I'm supposed to give you a 3 to 5 minute explanation of what the class is and how it functions. And this is simple, but it's probably one of the best classes that a student can take. So I'm really excited for the people who chose to take it this year and who actually made the cut because not everybody gets into the class. There's just not enough spaces. So if your kid made it in, awesome. They must have come highly recommended, or they proved themselves to me in some way, or they were just lucky. So hopefully it was one of the other two. But at any rate, I think it's going to be a great year. So this is an unconventional class because it's not just a class, it's a business. We signed a contract with Walsworth to print usually between 800 and 900 yearbooks. They cost between $100 and $120 a piece to create. And we need to design them and make them aesthetically appealing enough that enough people want to buy them, so that we can fulfill our contractual obligation for that money. There are deadlines for printing. We need to have so many spreads done, so many flats done, so many pages done on certain dates. And your student is going to have obligations like getting their spreads done and getting them on time. They get graded for that. They also have the obligation of taking video or taking, I'm sorry, not video, taking pictures at different events. Some of them will be during the school day, but most of them are going to be after school in this current world that we're living in. So they'll become acquainted with the camera equipment that we have. We have primarily Canon cameras. We got Canon T6 Rebels, a T5 Rebel, and I think an XS. And then we've got a couple of EOS 80s right now. So we've got 6 cameras. So that actually is a question that's frequently asked in Yearbook. Does my child need to purchase a camera? No, they don't. Is it encouraged? Sure. Yeah. I mean, why not? If you can afford to buy them a camera, I'm not saying you need to break the bank or anything, but cameras can range from 150 to unlimited. Our cameras are worth between, our lowest is probably at around 150. Our average cameras are around 300, and then our high end cameras are around 1,200 bucks. I'm not saying, once again, that you need to buy a camera or spend that kind of money. But if you chose to, if your child has a passion or a gift for photography, then yeah, this would be a good year to buy a camera because they could use it for class. So anyway, spreads completed, awesome, really good. Photography, they're going to have to go to several events, maybe 2 to 3 events, and take pictures. And they'll also get graded for a few miscellaneous things. They need to interview people. They need to participate in a class. They need to take care of our equipment. There's cleaning and there's procedures for that sort of thing. But primarily, it's just a class that runs like a business. I'm more of a facilitator in this way than I am a teacher. We have 2 head editors in chief this year. We've got Autumn Burns and Lily Campbell. They're both seniors. They're both wildly competent, and I trust them to run the program for me. And I just kind of sit back and let them make the judgments about what needs to look like what and how we do this. And they kind of trickle down the leadership throughout the rest of the class. We have several other editors that have signed up. We've got some photo editors. We've got some design and layout editors. And we've even got a couple of copy editors this year to take care of some of the grammar, punctuation, spelling, name checking, and that sort of stuff. So honestly, this is probably, I've been doing Yearbook for 3 years now, and this is probably the most organized we've ever been and the most goal oriented because we don't know how much time we have together given the uncertainty that we're living in these days. And Yearbook, it's difficult to get done virtually. So we really need to get all of our ducks in a row, get all on the same plane, and have a plan in place just in case it all goes belly up. Hopefully it won't. Hopefully we're going to have an amazing year together. I tend to spoil my Yearbook kids. There's usually snacks in the room. We might do some pizza parties or whatever. But yeah, I think your kids are going to have a great year. As long as they get their spreads done on time and they're willing to work, then they're going to have a great year. So that's all I've got for you. That's 5 minutes. I'm out of time. Take care. If you have any questions, email me, jofisher@fhps.net.